What up guys, my name is Eric, this is Racing Ram Fam, and in today's video guys, I think we're going to actually go through and fix the giant cracks on the bottom of our frame on my plow truck. You can see this huge crack that starts about right there and goes all the way along here. It is also the same on the passenger side of the frame rail, just not as drastic. And then we have an area up front here, right here where our plow mount is. We're cracked through right there. So I think we're gonna go through, weld in some new tubing, fix this frame up right so she's nice and solid so we won't have any issues in the future due to Minnesota weather. So I think we're gonna cut this out, weld in a nice big chunk of 2x2 1/4-inch tubing right here so she's nice and solid. Bob everything that's kind of messed up. Of course we're just gonna eyeball the crap out of this because why not? So since I'm not the biggest fan of dyeing, I think I'm gonna actually build a support bar that goes and cross and it ties this part and this part of the frame still together, so when I cut this bottom section out, it doesn't like fold or twist or anything, and keeps me with the truck on the hoist. So I got this outrigger kind of set up so far. These guys are gonna go like that, and this one will go like that, and then we'll weld these up pieces to the actual frame itself after we weld it to this bar. So that way we still have some rigidity at the bottom of the frame section. We do still have it supported at the bottom of the truck in 6 different areas, but let's just be a little safe here. Not play those kind of cards. I don't think she's gonna go nowhere for right now. So now we should be good to cut the frame rail off right here to about right where the end of this circle is, because I found more cracks. That's why I actually scooted the whole thing back. So this is temporary because we will be cutting this out, shoving a square tube in here, probably another, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches into this way, and as far as we can go that way. So now we gotta cut this bottom section out, but I feel much more comfortable with this welded in place when we're cutting this section out. So we got the whole frame, well, the bottom section of the frame chopped out. As you guys can see, it's just an open tube. So the plan is to take some of this square stock and shove it in through there, run it along here, probably back to here, fully weld it all the way around, probably do some plug welds to it as well. We'll figure out after we cut the piece where we need drill holes for plug welds. But yeah, you can see we got rid of all the crappy metal that was all cracked and everything. See, there's a hole right there. So she was pretty trashed, probably from all that stuff just sitting in here and just eating away at it. So we got the frame all ground down, ready for welds. We got a bunch of holes drilled so we can actually plug weld it too. We'll weld it up there, weld it here. We'll weld it anywhere we can actually weld it. So on the actual pipe, we got everything ground down where we're gonna weld as well. I kind of wish I had some weld through primer, but that's okay. So yeah, we're gonna start getting this guy fully welded in. Get it installed and then get it fully welded in. So then we're using this big C-clamp to hold the metal right up to our new metal. We're getting this blasted in pretty stinking well. So we'll get this fully welded in along here, and we'll get it welded in back there. Then we'll go back, fill our plug welds in, and then we'll cut our bracing out, and we should be good for this side. I'm probably gonna add something right here because I don't think we can squeeze that because it is tubed all the way around. So I think I'm gonna add some metal right here to actually attach it. But yeah, so now we're gonna get back to welding and more welding. So we got this frame welded, fully in, everything is welded. We put this little gusset plate in because this frame kind of kicks out. This frame's actually wide into the 1/4 inch piece, fully welded around, it's welded up there. And then on this side, see how long of a weld we got there. And then we got plug weld, plug weld, plug weld, plug weld, plug weld, plug weld. And then she is fully welded in. I don't think we're gonna have any issues in the future. So now we gotta cut off our little support bar here and then get it welded on to the other side because we gotta rinse and repeat here and do the other side, get it all done. This side actually is probably a little worse. The crack's not as long, but this one's definitely all the way through. So I don't think we're gonna do as big of a section. I think we're only gonna do a little section on this one because I see a crack going from here to here. So we'll probably just do from here to like right there. Not as crazy as a piece, but we'll definitely cut it out, take a look. But this side, let's get these cut off, get this hammered off, and get it welded onto the other side. So we got the passenger frame rail all done. It's a much smaller patch, as you can see. This one's only about 2 foot long, but we did get it all wire wheeled down, brake cleaned down, and we are ready to paint both sides, get this guy all the way painted and ready to go. So let's get shooting some black paint on this, and we'll call these 2 frame rails good. So now she's all pretty in gloss black. The upper frame rail is pretty bad. I just hit it with a hammer. As you can see, the big old hole right there, and the crack is pretty far up right there. So that is definitely gonna be needed to get some attention, and we're gonna give it some attention. But for this video, guys, this is all we have for today. We are giving away a set of these motor meter fully digital gauges. All you guys have to do is go down below, hit the link in the description, and actually go to the website, hook up your email, and you guys could win a free set of these awesome gauges like we have in Whitey.